From Cornwall to Birmingham and Johnston and Bexhill, here's Ruben Spar on the radio.
Hello to Martha Jane. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you for letting me chat to you today. So, can you tell me how long have you been a singer-songwriter for?
An actual singer-songwriter, I think it's been a little bit more than 3 years. Before that, I used to write songs, but I didn't do anything with them. In 3 years, well, 4 years ago, I kind of allowed myself to let them out there and, try to record them, produce them, and everything, arrange them. So yeah, I'd say 3 years.
So, what was it like going into the recording studio for the first time?
Actually, well, it was awesome. It was great. But the first time I went in a recording studio, it was not for my project. It was for, because I used to be in a group of people who organized sessions in studios with producers, like renowned producers, for them to talk about their work with artists, like big names such as, I don't know, Michael Jackson and big names like that. So I knew the environment, like the actual studio, the place and how it feels, and I've always loved it. It feels like a, I don't know, like a cozy bubble apart from the world, the rest of the world, and where time is just not something that you think about. It's just really a time bubble. And so I've always loved these kind of atmospheres, and I've always loved little stories and anecdotes about album makings. Like, the series, I think it's called Classic Albums. I've always loved those series with the producers being interviewed and arranger and everything. So studio as a place was something that I was quite familiar with. But the first time I went there to record my songs, I was uh, a bit intimidated and very glad. I mean, very, grateful for that.
So, what was it like to work with a producer that produces your music? What was that like?
It was very interesting also because the producer of my EP and next LP happened to be my partner in life. So that's kind of different, a different dynamic. But it was, we really had this artistic relationship and professional relationship as well, which made it very interesting to see how he works. And he's a very, he has a lot of motivation, implication, and he's very meticulous about his work. And it was really nice to share with him the ideas that I have, like creative ideas, and for him, I mean, for me to watch him realize all those things, make them happen, and make them sound like I wanted them to sound. That was amazing because he knows all the technical aspect to it, of course, but he also understands what the artistic vision is, and we know how to talk with each other so that it's so what's in my head becomes in my ears, So that was yeah, that's a great experience.
So, can you tell me more about your debut single called "New in Town"?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this song was, it's not the first song I wrote per se, but this is the first song I released. And I like that it's called New in Town and it's my first song. It was nice. It's a mid to up tempo song, like a groovy one, kind of retro. And it's about, so it's the story of somebody who's attracted, like she wants to go to a city. She thinks that she's gonna own the city and she's gonna be it's like New York from Sinatra. It's like the big city and you have big dreams, or Las Vegas or Los Angeles, I don't know. And actually she goes there and she realizes it's there's a line saying, I thought it was Coolsville, but it turns out to be Crooksville. It's like everything goes wrong and she's being, she has a bad experience about it. And it actually, so I'm talking about a city, but it's like a metaphor for anything in life that you can you can, it's like careful what you wish for, because you can want something really badly, and then once you have it, you're like, it's not the, it's not what I thought it would be. And it can consume you, it can be too strong, and sometimes you just think you want something and you don't actually know what that thing means, like implies. So that's the story, yeah, behind the song.
So, continuing about your latest single called St Pierre.
Yeah, exactly. It's in, so the title is in French, St Pierre, which is Saint Peter in English. But I kept it in French because I'm French, and because that's the name of a house. It was a childhood house, a family house. And I'm talking about this house that actually represents childhood for me, and the fact that we kind of lost the house. I mean, it was sold, and I used to I used to go to this house every summer as a kid and growing up. And one day, my mom actually told me, "Okay, so we sold the house, and you can never go back there." And I was not aware of any of this. It was like from, I don't know, the next day I woke up and, yeah, you can never go back there. It was like, oh, okay. And it was not about the house. It was symbolic. It was like childhood is over now. You're a grown up. You'll never go back there. And it was kind of brutal, I think. It could have been anything. It was this house, but it could have been anything. And again, it's a metaphor for time that passes, and you feel like you're a like a little fragile thing in the big history of time that passes. You're just a human. And also in the choruses, I talk about the house as if it was a person. It's like, you've been so important to me, and I feel right now like I'm nothing to you. You've forgotten me because you were there before me, you're going to be there after me, and it's like I'm nothing to you. And it hurts because you're a lot for me. So yeah, that's again, and the whole EP. So these are my two singles that are out, but the whole EP is about places, or the impact of places upon us. And I actually realized that after every song was written, I was like, oh, because I was looking for a name for the EP, and I was like, oh, but they all talk about places in some way. Either it's a house or a town or whatever. There's another song, but it's not out yet, that talks about somebody who lives on the street, and it has, I don't know, every song has that in common. So the EP is named "What Is Home," because I was questioning the notion of belonging somewhere, all of that.
So, what inspires you to write music or to become a singer?
Well, I think it's like most people have been, I grew up on like listening to tons of music. I was a So when I was born, my parents got divorced, so it was a lot of cars for me, like being in a car from my mom to my dad's, from my dad's to my mom's. And in the car there was always music, and old-fashioned music. I grew up on like really old-fashioned stuff from the 50s, 60s, 70s, sometimes 80s. And when I was 10, that's why actually so the first single, New in Town, start with the line that says that when I was 10, I saw the skyline and I was attracted to it, because I chose this age because when I was 10, there was so it was in 2001, because I'm 32. There was a MTV special on Michael Jackson, because there was his Invincible album release, and I didn't know the guy at 10. I mean, I knew him, but it was like, no, that's too big for me. I'm too young. It's like it's too much. And I saw that and was like, wow, what is that? It's like there was so many stories, so many, I don't know, the videos, everything. I was just very like mesmerized by what I was seeing. And I think I didn't know it exactly at that time, but I think I actually the idea of songwriting and singing started there. Even though I didn't say, okay, I want to be a singer when I grow up. It was not my ambition, because I thought it was not a kind of a real job for some reason, which which is weird because I saw singers obviously on the TV and everything, but I thought, no, I can't be that. It's not something serious, I should be I don't know, a lawyer or something, like something more serious. But yeah, and I listened to tons of Stevie Wonder, Beatles, and everything, and that made me want to sing, and I joined choirs and stuff like that. But again, it was just a hobby until the day I was like, no, it's not a hobby. I mean, if I think about it all day long, it's not a hobby. I need to do something about it. So yeah.
So when are you hoping to release your debut EP?
Well, actually, it's going to be released on the 19th of April. So 2 singles are out right now, and a third and the rest of the EP will be out on April 19th. So it's 6 tracks with an intro and outro that are actually the same track, but arranged differently. And yeah, the theme is home. The name of the EP is What is Home? And all songs, as I said, all songs are related to the impact of places on me and on us, I guess. Yeah, so it's going to be the first EP, and then I already recorded a full 11 tracks LP. I still have some overdubs to record, and then it's going to be out in 2025, I guess.
That's good. So, can you tell me, how's it been independent artist for you so far?
It's great and not great. I think what is great is obviously the freedom to make your own decision and go in the direction you want. But it's a bit overwhelming because nowadays you have to be everything. You have to be a PR, you have to work on promotion, you have obviously to write songs and perform them, and you have to be a booker, you have to be your own manager. And it's not even that one thing you can't be a specialist of all these things, obviously, because these are actual jobs. So it's an expertise. You can't be the best at everything, but also, and more importantly, I really need other brains to ping pong with mine. I need to have conversation. I need to doubt my own thoughts. Ideas. I need somebody to tell me, yeah, it's okay. It's gonna be fine. That's a good idea. Go for it. And when I'm alone, I'm like, I'm doubting all the time. I'm like, is it a good idea? Can I do that? No, I don't have enough money, but yeah, money is not important in that case. Oh, yes, it is. And blah, blah, blah. And that it's a lot. I think it's a lot. So in terms of music and music production, I have a great team with me, and I'm so grateful for that. But in terms of management, promotion, PR, it's been rough, I think. It's been, yeah. And also, of course, social media and content production. That's a lot of work. And I actually like to produce content, but it takes a lot of time. And it's a long-term thing. You don't get results right away. So it's a bit discouraging from time to time when you're alone in this.
So, would you like some help with your PR side?
Yeah. Yeah, if there are PR watching us or listening to us, yes, I would really love that. And also, so my music is it's really 70s, 80s inspired, though it's modernly produced, but it's kind of retro. And I'm not sure it's a big. I'm sure it's not a big thing in France, this kind of music. So I think I need to reach out to either British or American audiences as well, which is not easy from Paris, France, because I'm based in Paris. So it's like, yeah, PR would be awesome to help me, put some light on it.
I'll email you. So I may have somebody that may help you.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, this she's a woman. So she's based in UK. That she's after some more clients. So I will yeah. So I'll let you know. I'll pass on your details to her, or what I'll do is I'll give her your information.
Great, awesome. That'd be awesome. Yeah, thank you.
So have you thought about doing any gigs to promote your EP or your album next year, maybe?
Yeah, that's the whole that's the plan to get some gigs. I have a gig tomorrow night actually, but it's a small gig, and I need to to make more things happen concerning live events. And one of the so I was talking about talking with yourself when you're alone and don't have like a team around you. That's one of the thing I was like, should I make it small, like just voice and a piano, but also my music? So in my songs there's strings, actual strings, and brass sections and everything. So obviously I cannot bring 17 people on the stage with me, which would be awesome, but I can't. So I'm like, I should rearrange everything. And how how much is too much? Like if it's downsized to a piano and a voice, is it harming what I'm trying to present with my music or not? I don't know. These are conversations I'm having with myself, which is overwhelming. But yeah, I definitely and I love to be on stage. I love to have these kind of spontaneous raw moments. I love it. So yeah, I can't wait to make more, to have more gigs. Yeah.
So what about coming over to UK?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I would love, actually, my one of my sister lives in London, so, and she's a musician as well, so she knows the places and the gigs. Yeah, I would love to come to London. Yeah.
So finally, can you tell my listeners where can they find you on your social media?
Sorry?
Where my listeners can find you on your social media?
So you can find me at Martha Jane Official, because there's another Martha Jane doing music, so she's called Martha Jane Music, so I couldn't take that. And obviously there's tons of Martha Jane, but I'm Martha Jane Official. Yeah, on social media.
Thank you for letting me chat to you today.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Have a great day.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.